Hi, you guys, it's Rhiannon, and we are here today to unbox the Krystal Savoy Positive Astrology cards. I picked these up from US Games on their latest, it was a 25% off sale. So let's go ahead and get into it. We've got our little white book, so to speak. Here's the cards. All I've done so far is just take off the cellophane, but I haven't touched the cards yet, so just pull the little sleeve off. Now, it says that there are 73 cards to assist you in understanding your personality and knowing how to best utilize the qualities of the zodiac. The zodiac's daily and monthly cycles for abundance and success. Learn to give readings with a positive approach to enrich the lives of yourself and others. There are 12 zodiac sign cards, 12 moon sign cards. Here, move this back so you guys can see it. It's even though it's backwards, but 12 zodiac sun sign cards, 12 zodiac moon sign cards, 12 zodiac ascendant sign cards, 10 planets, 12 house systems, 10 further astrology cards, and 5 guide cards and 1 guidebook. So let's go ahead and dig in. Put the guidebook aside. Now I have a couple of other astrology decks. I can't think of the other one right now, but first card is just self-titled positive astrology card. I use those as bookmarks. I don't know about anybody else, but I save all my extra cards. Okay, then we've got, starting with the sun signs. So we've got sun sign in Aries, sun sign in Taurus, sun sign in Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, me, Aquarius, and Pisces. So there's our sun cards. Now on the back, there is information about what it means to have your sign in each one of these, to have your sun in this sign. So for instance, Pisces sun, okay? It says for a Pisces sun, it's a feminine energy. Element water, of course. Planet is Neptune. House 12th. Quality mutable. Some of the keywords are mystical, emotional, sensitive, spiritual. It says the anatomy that would be associated with Pisces is the lymphatic system and the feet. It's adaptable, intuitive, kind, and imaginative. So that's really cool. It gives you all that little bit of information up there, all these keywords, and then down here it's going to go into more depth. This says your core representation as a Pisces is compassion, receptivity, and kind-heartedness. You are innately sympathetic to people and all living things. Your heightened spiritual awareness can guide you to achieve your dreams. Your essence is inventive, creative, impressionable, and romantic. You thrive in artistic environments where you can be emotionally expressive. You work hard for causes that inspire your passions. Your talents are imaginative and mystical. You magically attract abundance through your intuition and the belief in your own ability to manifest. So that is really cool how it gives you so much information about what it means to have your sun in the sign of Pisces. And then there's the front. And it just gives your glyph, and then it gives the dates of which Pisces is, which is February 19th through March 20th. So I like that. We'll go into some of these other, informations in a minute, but let's go ahead and compare that Pisces sun to maybe what it says about what it would be to be a moon. So let's grab the moon cards, which are next. So here's the moon. Sorry, you guys, my headphone cord's kind of swinging around. Okay, so here's the moon cards. Again, Aries moon, Taurus. Okay, but I'm going to go back to the last one, which is Pisces moon. So it says zodiac moon sign in Pisces. And then on the back, it says element water. Obviously, that stuff is the same. The anatomy is going to be the same. All of that stuff is the same. But what's going to differ is down here. So it says Qualities of Pisces moon are sensitive, kindness, and creativity. You have a great compassion for humanity and all living things. The tranquility you project may be calming and comforting to others. Your energy is pure. Is that the freaking same? I'm going to be really upset if that's the same. Okay, so let's... It's slightly different, but it's not like so different that it's like life-changing, right? It's pretty similar, which of course they would be, but I was hoping it was going to give a little bit more comparison as how it would be different to be a Pisces moon as it would to be a Pisces sun, you know? Okay, so let's keep reading. Qualities of Pisces moon are sensitivity, kindness, and creativity. You have great compassion for humanity and all living things. The tranquility you project may be calming and comforting for others. Your energy is pure, spiritual, and mystical. You are a fanciful dreamer, artistic and romantic. Your extraordinary imagination can be used to turn visions into reality. Your thoughts are deeply sensitive and passionate. You experience the world mainly through your senses and emotions. You remind others to take quiet moments of meditation to reflect on their dreams. So, I don't know. It's good. It's not as, like I said, in depth as I was hoping it would be. Let's move on to the Ascendant. Okay. So next are the red cards, which is your Ascendant, or also AKA your rising sign. So, of course, one for each 12. So we're going to go again with Pisces just because that's the mood we're in. So Pisces Ascendant. There's the back. Again, same information for the water, planet, all that stuff doesn't change, right? Let's look at the keywords of all three, though. So Pisces sun, mystical, emotional, sensitive, spiritual. Pisces moon, sympathetic, poetic, emotional, romantic. Pisces ascendant is expressive, loving, genuine, and open-minded. So the keywords do change up just slightly. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so again, Pisces ascendant. Your Pisces ascendant personality is spiritual, creative, and intuitive. You are sensitive and tender-hearted. You're happiest when surrounded by the ones you love. You are ingenious and excel musically and artistically. Your outward demeanor is delightful, hospitable, and pleasant. You are attentive, understanding, and compassionate. You have an enchanting youthfulness, and you are wonderfully imaginative. Your purpose is to purpose is to encourage others to embrace their feelings and follow their heart's desires. You inspire others with your superb ability to turn dreams into reality. Okay, so that is the Pisces sun, moon, rising differences. So there was some difference there, so that's kind of nice. Planets, of course, right? We'll go to the planets next. The 10 planets. So the furthest we've got planet Pluto, right? And that's the planet of mystery and truth and secrets. Pluto represents rebirth and transformation. Pluto may bring subconscious worries or secrets to the surface, helping you clear your mind for more productive and creative thoughts. It is a truth seeker. Pluto's energy is powerful and intense. It can generate metamorphosis through sudden and unexpected events, but in the process, you will generally learn important lessons and triumph. Pluto's insight is mysterious. It may bring clarity and closure to veiled areas in your life. You may emerge from upheaval or challenging circumstances with a renewed and uplifted spirit to create your most desired future. Planet Neptune. Planet Neptune represents illusion, dreams, and intuition. Its ability to sense the unseen in subtle and mysterious ways. Neptune is perceptive and compassionate. Neptune's energy is dreamy, fanciful, and ideas from your imagination are formed in Neptune's realm. This spark of genius can be used for fun, fantasy, or to bring your creative thoughts to productive fruition. Neptune's insights are visionary. This enlightened consciousness enables you to perceive reality with a more spiritual understanding. When you trust your senses, Neptune's gifts guide you in making inspiring choices to fulfill your deepest aspirations. So the main keyword is that Neptune is the visionary. You can see that there. Neptune is the primary ruler of Pisces, mystical, intuitive, spiritual, receptive, conscious, and inspirational. So, of course, those keywords are going to be similar to the ones of Pisces because this is the ruler of Pisces, right? So it's just going to help you get to know. And then this also gives us the glyph for Pisces, and it gives us the glyph for the planet. Why does it have the Aquarius glyph? That's weird. I wonder if that's an accident, because that's the glyph for Pluto, but that looks like the glyph for Aquarius, so I'm kind of confused. I wonder if that's a mistake. Because Pisces glyph is the fish, so it should look like that. So let's kind of push that aside, and that might be an accident. Let's see. Yeah, because see, here's Aquarius moon, and there's the glyph for Aquarius. So I don't know. Is that just because obviously Neptune is a water planet? So I could see why it would have that, but that's still the Aquarius glyph. So that might be a typo, you guys. Planet Uranus also has the Aquarius glyph, so maybe it is just representing water. I don't like that though. TBH, I think that's kind of confusing. Okay, so there's Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune. But see, on Pluto, it doesn't give an element of like earth, water, whatever. It gives Scorpio, because that is the planet that rules Scorpio. So I don't know if I like that. But Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, so of course that should be what's on there. So I definitely think that this is a typo, and that should be the fish. So I'm going to have to let them know that that needs to be fixed. Okay, so then there is planet Saturn. That is my ruling planet because I'm a Capricorn. And you can see Capricorn there. The glyph for Saturn there. Saturn is the worker. Saturn is the primary ruler of Capricorn. Steadfast, disciplined, responsible, committed, diligent, and reliable. Saturn represents hard work, endurance, and patience. Saturn is responsible, committed, and stable. The rewards for productivity can be grand. The magnitude of achievement depends on the level of effort you put into your aspirations. Saturn's energy brings structure and discipline to attaining your goals. It encourages you to understand your full power and potential, giving you the needed tenacity to reach success. Saturn's insight is determination. When you diligently push through your limits and boundaries, you open the doors to the abstract opportunity and prosperity on a grand scale. So I'm not going to go through each planet, but you can get the kind of general idea there. Got the 10 planets. Let's just quickly go over and make sure all the other glyphs are right. So Sagittarius looks correct, which is Jupiter. Mars, of course, is Aries, and that looks correct. Venus is Libra and Taurus, and that looks correct. We've got Mercury, which is Gemini and Virgo, and that looks correct. The moon, which is Cancer, and that's correct. And the sun is Leo, which is correct. Saturn's was correct. Aquarius is correct. And Scorpio's is correct. So that's just kind of too bad that Pisces got screwed out of that one. But I wonder if anybody's ever pointed that out. I'm going to write the publisher and let them know. Okay, so we've got next the house system. So the different houses. Now, I have an Aries ascendant. So my houses are in order. Like it's called a natural chart. Meaning like what rules the first house is Aries, right? And I have Aries in the first house. So my houses line up that way. So that was something unique that I learned about myself, about my chart. But typically the first house is the house of self, which is why it's your rising sign is the first house. Whatever your rising sign is your first house. So the house of self, which is ruled by Aries. Now, no matter what, it's ruled by Aries, but not everybody has Aries in the first house, right? But I do because I'm an Aries ascendant, which is why it's called a natural chart. But you could have, let's say, Saturn in the first house, or, okay. Ruled by Aries, identity is born, temperament, style, personality, interest, behaviors, mannerisms. The first house represents the outward, excuse me, you guys. The first house represents the outward presentation of your characteristics, behaviors, and disposition. So that makes sense why it's your ascendant, because your ascendant represents how people see you, your personality that you show the world, the mask that you show the world, right? So the ascendant lies, I'm getting sidetracked. The first house is where the ascendant lies. The zodiac sign that is placed in the first house represents your unique personality traits. It symbolizes what you want out of life and how you go about attracting your desires. The path identifies how people see you. It generates your individual level of confidence and sufficiency and can be self-serving. Its energy is intended for personal gain and the improvement of your well-being. So that's the first house. Second house is the house of what you value, which is ruled by Taurus. And it's about your assets. It's about like your, your, what you have, like your tangible stuff, assets, possessions, security, profit, success, possessions, ideals, finances. The second house represents the belongings you value and the ways you generate money. It signifies how you manage daily finances and overall wealth. The zodiac sign that is placed in the second house indicates the diligent activities you do in the physical world to attract material things, including clothes, art, work, food, and any other needs and desires. It symbolizes your most adored belongings. The path is surrounded by the material items that represent your values and lifestyle. It is paved with the money you earn or inherit and the possessions that you acquire and walk through. So it does give you quite a lot of information. So I really think this would be a good learning deck for those of you guys wanting to learn astrology. My astrology knowledge is still very much beginner level. The reason for that is because my birth certificate actually does not have the time on it. So I was not able to have like my natal chart done or learn about astrology, because really you need to know your time to really learn astrology. And I have a really good friend who's an amazing astrologer, and she kind of helped me. We kind of guesstimated for a lot of years. And then I think I honestly manifested this, but I really wanted to get into astrology just to kind of help more with my tarot knowledge, because obviously they go hand in hand. And I had lived in the same house for like 5 years already. This was like 2 years ago. And I was going through this random box and I found this paper that my mom filled out, and it's called a baby's record of birth, even though it's not a birth certificate. It's like one that you fill out on your own. And you guys, it literally, actually, I'm going to show it to you. It literally has the zodiac signs on it. Look at that. So my mom had filled this out, apparently, even though she doesn't remember it. So it has my birthday and it has my time. But look at that. It's got all the zodiac signs on it. But you guys, I swear I manifested that because, one, I don't know why my mom would have bought something with the zodiacs on it. She was Mormon at the time. And I had never seen it before. I have moved so many times. So I was like already like 39 years old when I found that. So it's just crazy to me that I never had seen it before. So I truly believe that I manifested that. But anyway, since I've had that, I've been able to start learning more about astrology. And that's why I had bought a couple of the other astrology decks. But so far, this one looks like it's the most informative because it breaks down the moon, the ascendant, and the sun sign. So anyway, you've got all the houses. So third house is ruled by Gemini because it's the house of communication. Fourth house is ruled by Cancer, and it's the house that rules your home. Leo is the house of pleasure and creativity. And we've got the sixth house, which is Virgo, the house of health and service. so on and so forth. So anyway, you've got all 12 of the houses there. So that's that. And then we have what they called the further astrology cards. So let's see what those are. I think these are kind of like bonus cards. Awesome. Okay, so we've got the cusp. We've got a card that explains the cusp system. So this says, a cusp shares two neighboring areas, typically zodiac signs or houses. Oh, I didn't realize that you could have a cusp on the house line. And this energy represents collaboration, blending, adjoining, amplifying, merging, and coinciding. A cusp most often occurs when a zodiac is neighboring another sign. It is said you are born on the cusp. If your zodiac sign falls near the beginning or the end of the next nearest sun sign. And your core personality will share qualities of both of these signs. For example, a person born on the January 19th is a Capricorn on the cusp of Aquarius because Aquarius begins on the 20th. The sun signs have been used as examples, but cusps may occur in the moon signs, ascendant signs, houses, or other areas. So that's interesting. A lot of people don't believe in cusps, but I personally do. In readings, I have definitely felt the energy of both when I see that they're on a cusp. Okay, so we've got the midheaven. Okay, the midheaven is your personal access to career and public life. The midheaven is located in the 10th house in your natal chart. It represents your ambition, aspirations, public status, life goals during the adult years. I don't know why it says midheaven, but it's also called the MC. The MC provides a subtle yet important understanding of the essence of your character. The qualities of the midheaven describe your sense of purpose and contribution regarding your career and life accomplishments. The level of success and fulfillment you may achieve relates to the zodiac sign represented in your 10th house. So it's easy for me because my 10th house, because I have a natural chart. So my 10th house, I have 10th house in Capricorn, which is literally the house of work and public life. So, anyhow, retrograde. So it explains what retrograde means in the different planets. Of course, you hear a lot about Mercury retrograde, but all the planets can go into retrograde. And it's when a planet appears to be moving backwards from the sun. Kind of like if you pulled up next to a car and the other car started going and you didn't, and now it looks like you're going backwards. So the planet doesn't actually go backwards. It's just an illusion based on where that planet is in correlation to where the sun is. So it represents challenges, illusions, restriction, upheaval, and reflection, right? Retrograde describes the time when the planets appear to be going backwards as they move through the zodiac cycle. The sun and moon do not go into retrograde. Retrograde may be a time of weakness or challenge. However, it may also indicate positive circumstances or results, right? It's all about how you choose to use that. Then we've got the moon orbit, north node and south node, which I honestly, you guys, as of late, I have really been diving into north node and south node. I'm actually reading a book called North Node Astrology. I can't remember the author. I highly recommend it. Your north and south nodes are so important as to like more of why you're here. That's more of your north node, what you're here to become and accomplish. And then your south node, really more representative of like where you've been, past lives, karmas, and things like that. But let's see what it says. It says 2 points indicating the moon's orbit at time of birth. So my north node is in Libra, meaning my south node is in Aries because they're the opposite focal point. So for instance, if you had a north node in Capricorn, then you automatically have your south node in Cancer. So it's, you know how whenever you're in your sign, the full moon is in the opposite sign, the counterpoint. That's what your south node is to your north node. And it does say that on here. It says north node represents choices in the future and the south node represents karma and the past. Okay. So the nodes are 2 points where the orbit of the moon intersects the path of the sun and reflects characteristics from the zodiac signs and houses involved. The north node or true node will always be represented on a natal chart and may indicate areas of advantage or choices regarding your future. The south node, which may be absent on a chart, can be found exactly opposite of the north node. So just like I said, all you need to know is your north node, and then you can figure out your south node because it'll be the exact 6-month opposite. So I'm not going to read that whole card, but that's cool. Then we've got your Cryon, or the Comet, which is the wounded healer. This has karmic energy and heals personal inner wounds. It's transformative, influential, healing, receptive, spiritual, and positive. So that explains that. Explains what a sextile aspect is, which this is something I'm still not really that familiar with. So I'm excited to learn about that. The sextile aspect is a major aspect, the relationship between several planets and the degrees apart from each other. A sextile aspect represents the level of communication and compatibility between the planets involved. Sextiles are usually harmonious and favorable. Depending on where they are placed in your natal chart, they indicate areas where opportunities abound and doors may open easily for you. To bring greater balance to your life, some effort might be required in order to receive beneficial outcomes. So that's something I'm going to need to study because I'm not that great at that. Then we've got what does a conjunction aspect mean? Okay, which I think that means that they're like opposing, like next to each other or like across from each other. I think, let's see, conjunction. Major aspect, the relationship between several planets and the degrees apart from each other. A conjunction is a powerful and formidable aspect. It brings focus and strength to the planets that are specifically involved. When planets are conjunct, they are working together to influence certain areas of your life. The area depends on where the conjunction appears in your chart. This aspect may create challenges to be overcome or manifest positive benefits in your life. Then we've got the opposition aspect. If they're in opposite. So, okay, that's what it seems like. If they're conjunct, they're working together. If they're in opposition, they're working against each other. The opposition in a chart is the most confrontational aspect. It heightens awareness of challenges to be conquered. The opposition may bring stress, strain, conflict. So I'm not sure what I have in opposition. That makes me want to look that up in my chart. Then it explains what a square is, what a square aspect is, and then of course a trine. Okay, so that's really cool that you've got those bonus cards that, you know, the other aspects actually. And then we have the symbols, which hopefully they got correct since we know they already missed one. So the first one is the zodiac symbols, and we've just got the Aries through the Pisces. It looks like they did get those correct. So there's those, or some people call them glyphs, some people call them symbols. Tomato, tomato. Then we've got the planet symbols, right? These are the ones that I'm still really working on. Of course, I know the ones that rule my major 3, but I don't have them all. So there's that. Then you've got the houses, symbols for the houses, which is not really a symbol. It's just saying, what does the house represent? So the first house represents this, so on and so forth. So it's not really a symbol, more of a definition. Symbols for further astrology. So this is cool. This gives like the different symbols for other things you might find. The MC, like I was saying, is the midheaven. That little like star is a sextile, square, trine, etc. So that's cool. Elements and qualities. So this just, again, is kind of a key that just explains the different elements and what their qualities are. The elements, fire signs, are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They are active, energetic, and ambitious. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, practical, organized, and responsible. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, social, friendly, and resourceful. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, emotional, intuitive, and compassionate. The qualities of the cardinal signs, so cardinal being Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, are ambitious and determined. The fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, are precise and unwavering. And the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, are versatile and intelligent. The masculine signs are Aries, obviously because it's ruled by Mars. Gemini, I've always heard that Gemini is more both. What's it called? Like no sex, you know, when you're both. I can't think of the word right now. But this says it's masculine. So Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius are the masculine signs. They're direct, physical, energetic, and active. And then it says the feminine planets are Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, and Capricorn and Pisces. That those are receptive, emotional, sensitive, and practical. So I think that was all of the different cards. Now we can just kind of quickly go into the book a little bit and just see if there's any interesting spreads. It's kind of a chintzy feeling guidebook. It's kind of more like a little magazine. Especially the front cover is literally like a magazine, so thin. I'm not a fan of that. They could have upgraded to some cardstock. That would have been nice. So this is just going back and basically, but it's interesting because the cards are in color in the guidebook. So some people like that. Further astrology for advanced study using just the major aspects. So it does look like there's some good informative astrology information in the back. Whoa, look at that spread. That looks like a good one. That is for an advanced addition to the Wheel of Life reading. That might be a good one to try. I'm a weirdo and I always go from the back to the front of a book. I don't know why that is. I always start in the back. Same with a magazine. I start in the back and I go forward. They've got some different spreads here for past life readings, which is kind of awesome because, of course, you know, that's always nice. So, yeah, there's a whole back section on ways to use your cards, which is about that thick. It's about a quarter of the book explaining different ways that you can use this deck. So I love that. I love a deck that's informative as well as practical. You could actually do readings with it. So this is the Krystal Savoy Positive Astrology cards. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like and comment. And I would love you to subscribe until we see each other again. Bye-bye.